your fatherly advice and words. As you all know, unfortunately due to the distance and also due to the fact that Didimeni has 50 plus parishes in his diocese, 60 plus parishes in his diocese, it's unfortunate that Didimeni is not able to come here more often. Maybe perhaps if we call him more often, he can't find time to come. But anyways, thank you Didimeni for coming and giving us these words of advice. As Didimeni mentioned, since the humble beginnings of this parish, our path in growth has not been straight. We have had ups and downs. You know that more than I do. But know that these ups and downs were incidents or events created and prepared by our God to make us humble. So that through our weaknesses, He can work. And He can glorify and magnify Himself through us. So at this time, let us take this opportunity to once again remind ourselves that this year, as we celebrate the 10th year anniversary, it's a very pivotal year. And the reason being is because the last 10 years we were working hard to establish our identity and grow our parish. Now for the next 10, 20, 30 years, we're going to be working hard to make ourselves a model church so that we can dig our roots deep into the grounds of this area so that we can eventually bring in more people and this church can do many more great things. As you know, the church that this saint is buried in started off with 13, 14 members. And now look at that church with 3,000, 4,000 members. So dearly beloved, that doesn't mean that we can be the same in generations to come. So let us work hard for that. Let us listen to the Didimeni's word. And let us move forward. And at this time, it is very important that we take this opportunity to remember some of the founding members of this church. At this time, let me, with Didimeni's permission, go ahead and read the names. We had intentions to recognize them with a plaque and a panada and everything like that, but these members themselves said, absolutely not. And the reason being is because that recognition is not supposed to come from us. That recognition will come from God. If we go ahead and recognize them here, then that blessing will. So they said, you know what? They prefer that. So at this time, let me take this opportunity to at least remember the first 7 members who got together for the first meeting, which is Dr. Abraham Joy, Dr. Joby Eldo, Mr. Roy Varghese, who later became Roy Etchen, Mr. Simeon Kingsview, Dr. Sinu John, Mr. Kriakos Maniakorio, and Mr. John Jacob. These are some of the members who were able to attend for the first meeting. However, it is very, very important, and the committee very specifically told me that it is going to be a great sin if I don't mention the 2 more names. Even though these people weren't there at the first meeting, they were at the first service, and that is Mr. Eldo Isaac and Mr. Pramod Francis. These people worked hard to establish the framework of this church. That doesn't mean the people who came after is not important. Dearly beloved, know that each and every single one of you is a building block in this church. If one block is weak, the whole church becomes weak. So let us go ahead and work together to build and become strong pillars for this church and provide a strong foundation moving forward. So at this time, let me take this opportunity to welcome our Sunday school children to come forward and sing a song, 2 songs. So at this time, I'd request the Sunday school teachers and the headmaster to arrange for them.